As the world spins faster, demands more, and throws chaos in every direction, most men seek peace in the wrong places. They chase comfort when they should forge strength. They dodge pain when they should learn from it. They flee the storm instead of standing firm within it. Marcus Aurelius, the most powerful man of his time, wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." He didn't pen this from a life of luxury or ease. He led an empire, fought wars, faced plagues, and endured personal loss. Yet, he found something unbreakable within himself. That's what I want for you. In this video, I'll share 8 practical methods, not empty promises or quick fixes, but time-tested principles forged in fire to help you stop crumbling under pressure and start thriving because of it. These ideas have lifted men not just to survive stress, but to master it. You, carrying your own burdens, already have what it takes to become unstoppable. You don't need perfect conditions. You don't need the storm to pass. The storm is the path. Hardship is the forge. And pain is the teacher. But here's the truth. Knowledge without action is just noise. So, I need more from you than just listening. Like this video if you're ready to commit to your own transformation. Comment with the stresses you're battling. Your honesty might lift another man up. Share it with someone who needs it. Subscribe. Stay with me. Every part of this video matters. Take a deep breath. We're about to forge something unbreakable. Leave a comment I refuse to break. I'm becoming unstoppable. First, don't just cope. Own your darkness. Most men spend their lives merely managing stress, anxiety, and pain. They build habits to distract and escape. Seneca, exiled, betrayed, and facing death, wrote, "Adversity strengthens the mind as labor strengthens the body." He didn't preach ease. He taught power. He knew adversity isn't to be managed, it's to be mastered. When stress hits, your instinct might be to retreat, freeze, or wish it away. But that instinct keeps you weak. The truth is, the darkness inside you isn't your enemy. It's your forge. Think back to the last time life pushed you to your limits. A crushing deadline, a broken relationship, a moment you stood on the edge. And you're still here, in that fire. You found something, strength you didn't know you had. You uncovered clarity, focus, resilience. That wasn't luck. That was you, under pressure, becoming a stronger version of yourself. Mastering your darkness isn't ignoring pain. It's harnessing it. It's shifting from, "Why is this happening to me?" to "What is this teaching me?" Here's how to start when you feel overwhelmed. Chest tight. Thoughts racing. Fear rising. Pause. Take 3 deep breaths. Then ask, what's the lesson here? It might be a truth you've been avoiding or a change you need to make. Whatever it is, see it as insight, not punishment. The Stoics practiced memento mori, reflecting on death not to despair, but to awaken. When you know time is finite, every challenge becomes a test of character. Every storm becomes a stage for growth. Don't just endure to survive. Master the storm. Face your darkness and let it forge you into something unbreakable. Leave a comment. I own my darkness and turn every challenge into strength. Second, control your first thought. Silence the weak voice within. Right now, as you hear this, There's a voice in your head, judging, worrying, criticizing. Marcus Aurelius, the most powerful man of his time, wrestled with this too. In his private writings, he reminded himself, stay in the present. He understood that most suffering comes not from reality, but from the stories we tell ourselves about it. That voice in your head isn't your ally. It evolved to spot danger, to keep you safe. But in today's world, where growth defines you, that voice becomes a cage, trapping you in doubt and fear. It whispers, I can't handle this. It's too hard. What if I fail? Others are doing better. This shouldn't be happening. Those aren't truths, they're programming. Wakeness in disguise. But here's what most miss. You aren't that voice. You're the one hearing it. And the listener has power. The first thought matters because it sets the tone for everything that follows. When stress hits, your brain fires a quick, automatic, emotional thought. But between the trigger and your reaction lies a gap. In that gap is your freedom to choose. Here's your practice. When pressure comes, notice that first thought. Don't act on it, just see it. There's the voice saying, I'm not good enough. Pause. Then choose a better thought. Not fake positivity, but something real and strong. I'm learning to face this. This is making me tougher. What if I rise instead of fall? What if this is my turning point? The Stoics trained this relentlessly. Today, we call it cognitive reframing. They called it mastering the mind. Because how you interpret something shapes what it becomes. This isn't about denying pain. It's about refusing to let pain write your story. You're the editor of your thoughts, not their prisoner. That inner voice has run wild too long. Fire it and hire a stronger one. Leave a comment. I control my thoughts and choose strength. Third, turn isolation into a weapon, not a prison. When life overwhelms, your instinct might be to seek someone to share with, to find comfort or advice that it'll all be okay. Connection is human, necessary even, but relying on others to manage your emotions is a trap. Seneca, who found wisdom in exile, wrote, true happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence on the future. He discovered this truth alone, not in distraction, forging clarity in solitude. Isolation terrifies most because it strips away distractions, crutches, and excuses. No one to blame, no one to lean on. It's rough. But what many miss is that isolation is where legends are forged. It's where you meet the unfiltered, real you when no one's watching or cheering. Think of the greats, the writer alone with his thoughts, the athlete grinding while the world sleeps, the entrepreneur building in silence while others party, the student studying while peers scroll mindlessly. Isolation isn't absence, it's self-reliance in its purest form. The difference between a prison and a weapon is intent. Forced isolation breeds bitterness, loneliness, Suffokation. Chosen Isolation builds strength, clarity, Discipline. Start small, 1 hour a day of deliberate solitude. No phone, no music, no noise, just you and your thoughts. At first, your mind will scream to escape. That discomfort is the fire forging your resilience. On the other side is a man who doesn't need validation, who doesn't crave constant noise to feel alive, who stands tall alone because he's learned to trust himself. Use solitude to audit your life. What's working? What isn't? What hard truths are you dodging? What dreams are waiting for you to fight for them? The strong don't fear being alone, they crave their own company, turning solitude into a sanctuary and a source of power. Epictetus, born a slave, could have waited for freedom or better circumstances. Instead, he turned every hardship into a training ground. He didn't wait for perfect conditions to think like a free man. He forged his mind in chains, becoming unbreakable when freedom came. He said, "Don't explain your philosophy, embody it. Pressure isn't the enemy of growth, it's the forge. Like muscles grow through resistance, your character forms through challenge. Train under pressure, not in comfort, because that's where you become unshakable." Here's how to train under pressure when work overwhelms. Practice calm. When money's tight, practice gratitude. When criticized, practice letting go. When exhausted, practice discipline. Most men do the opposite, abandoning habits when stressed, skipping workouts when tired, avoiding hard talks when anxious. They let pressure shrink them. Champions see it differently. They know the fight isn't won in perfect conditions, but in the final moments when everything's on the line. They don't perform despite pressure, they perform because of it. Treat every stressful moment as training. Traffic jams, practice patience. Annoying colleague, practice emotional control. Financial strain, practice resourcefulness. Health struggles, practice resilience. Each challenge is a gym for your soul, building strength for the battles ahead. When you view stress as training, not torture, your nervous system calms. You're no longer a victim of circumstance, but a student of life. Rule: never waste a crisis. Never waste pressure. Never waste hardship. Use every challenge to become the man you're meant to be. Those who thrive under pressure aren't lucky, they're forged through years of turning setbacks into opportunities, pressure points into power. Don't wait for perfect conditions to grow. Start now. With what you're facing, leave a comment: "I train under pressure and grow stronger." Fifth, make pain pay rent. Turn every blow into strength. Pain will enter your life, invited or not. The question isn't whether you'll face failure, betrayal, or loss. It's whether you let pain squat in your mind or make it earn its keep by transforming it into something useful. Marcus Aurelius said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." He didn't just endure pain, he turned it into wisdom that guides us too. 000 years later, most men let pain diminish them, wearing their wounds like badges, defining themselves by what happened, not how they faced it. They become professional victims, their scars making them weaker, not stronger. But there's another path, the path of the unbreakable. When pain comes, you don't deny it or downplay it. You don't let it linger forever. You acknowledge it, feel it fully, and ask, how can I use this to grow stronger? Every betrayal teaches discernment and the value of loyalty. Every failure builds resilience and shows what doesn't work, guiding you to what does. Every loss fosters gratitude and reveals what truly matters. Every rejection proves your worth doesn't hinge on others' opinions. Here's how to make pain pay. First, feel it fully. Don't rush past or bury it. Sit with the discomfort. Let it show you how much you can endure. Most men fear their pain, but when you stop running, you'll find you're stronger than you ever imagined. Second, extract the lesson. What's this experience teaching you? Maybe it's boundaries you need to set, habits you repeat, or skills you never considered. Pain always carries a message. Your job is to decode it. Third, use that lesson to serve others. Your deepest pain often becomes the foundation for your greatest contribution. A man who's fought depression can guide others to hope. A man who's faced betrayal can teach trust. A man who's lost everything can show what truly matters. This isn't pretending pain is good. It's refusing to let it waste you. Your scars aren't proof of weakness, they're evidence of survival. Pain isn't your identity, it's your curriculum. Don't let it define you, let it sharpen you. Leave a comment. I turn every pain into strength. Sixth, work in silence. Let discipline speak for you. In a world where men broadcast their plans, struggles, and small wins, the strongest do the opposite. They work quietly and let results roar. Epictetus taught, stay silent most of the time, or if you speak, say only what's necessary and brief. He knew true strength doesn't need an audience. Real progress doesn't crave applause. Transformation happens in the quiet moments when no one's watching. Talking about your plans tricks your brain into thinking you've already done the work. Psychologists call it social reality. You get a hit of dopamine from praise for intentions, sapping your drive to act. You become addicted to planning instead of doing. Look around. Those who talk most about their goals often move slowest toward them. They're too busy curating an image to build real substance. They perform growth instead of living it. Silent discipline is different, waking at 5 a.m. to chase your dreams while the world sleeps. It's saying no to distractions because your work matters more. It's choosing the hard path when no one's watching. No applause in sight. It's building something meaningful while others craft social media facades. This isn't about secrecy, it's about focusing on what deserves your quiet dedication, your daily habits. Inner work and character growth need consistency, not a spotlight. True power lies in keeping your most important work private. When you don't perform for others, you focus on the process. When you don't chase validation, you make choices based on what works, not what looks good. Silence shields your dreams from negativity. Not everyone wants you to succeed. Some will diminish your progress or sow doubt. Working quietly makes you immune to their noise. Practice this grind without posting every workout. Build your business without flaunting every milestone. Hone your skills without seeking approval. Solve problems without broadcasting the struggle. When you speak, let your words carry weight, backed by undeniable action. When you share, people listen because you don't just talk, you deliver. Let discipline be your voice. Let results be your megaphone. Let your transformation be so profound that people notice without you saying a word. Stop performing, growth live it. The world needs fewer talkers and more doers. Leave a comment. My actions speak louder than my words. Seventh, become a threat to your old self. Your greatest enemy isn't out there, it's within. Not toxic people or bad luck, but the man you used to be, the one who made excuses, settled for less, chose a comfort over growth. He's still in you, fighting to survive. Seneca nailed this inner battle, writing, "You act like mortals in all that you fear, and like immortals in all that you desire." He wasn't just talking fear or dreams, he was challenging us. We hesitate. We procrastinate. We live like we have forever to change, letting the old self win day after day. The brutal truth: your old self must die daily. That version, with its weak habits, low standards, and loud excuses, can't coexist with the future you're building. You must become so relentless in your growth that those old patterns feel alien in your presence. This is the war between who you were and who you're becoming. If you don't actively dismantle the old you, it will drag you back. This isn't about hating yourself or rejecting your past. It brought you here, taught you lessons, survived trials. But surviving isn't enough anymore. You're here to become unbreakable. Becoming a threat to your old self means rejecting every thought, excuse, or weakness that keeps you small. You can't waste hours scrolling mindlessly. Your time is sacred. You can't complain without acting. Complaining feeds the ego. You can't break promises to yourself. Your word is your bond. The old you says, "I'll start tomorrow." The dangerous you starts now. The old you says, "I don't have time." The dangerous you makes time by cutting out what doesn't matter. The old you says, "I'm not that kind of man." The dangerous you proves you are. In practice, this means refusing mediocrity in any part of your life. If your health is average, commit to making it exceptional. If your relationships are shallow, deepen them or walk away. If your work lacks meaning, find purpose or find new work. Judge yourself by actions, not intentions. The old you got praise for wanting to change. The dangerous you earns respect for actually changing. Be your own harshest critic and greatest champion, ruthless in spotting flaws, confident in fixing them. Stop explaining yourself to those clinging to your old image. When old friends ask why you're not partying like before, don't justify. Show them your results. When family questions your new standards, don't argue, prove them. Some hold on to the old you because it comforts their stagnation. Becoming dangerous to your old self is permanent. Once you raise your standards, reverting to the old you feels physically wrong. It's cognitive dissonance. You can't hold old beliefs and new actions. Either your actions stop or your beliefs change. The dangerous you chooses to change beliefs. People will notice. They'll say you've changed. You're different. They're right. That's the point. Viktor Frankl, a Holocaust survivor, found this truth in unimaginable horror. Those with a why to live can bear any how. He saw men endure not because of physical strength, but because of an unyielding reason to persist. Your unbreakable reason isn't about fleeting goals or shallow motives. Most chase success for its shine, health for its appeal, discipline for its admiration. But when real challenges hit exhaustion, slow progress, no one watching those surface motives crumble. Your unbreakable reason is bigger than you, rooted in those who depend on you. The example you set, the legacy you leave. It's about the man you're becoming for those who rely on you. The example you set for those who look up to you. The legacy you build for those who follow. Maybe it's your kids not just providing for them, but showing them what it means to never quit, to grow relentlessly, to handle pressure with grace. Maybe it's your parents who sacrificed for you, and becoming unbreakable is how you honor their investment. Maybe it's the old you who needed the man you're becoming, or maybe it's everyone who doubted you, and your resilience is the answer to their skepticism. It could be those who believed in you when you doubted yourself, and your transformation proves their faith wasn't misplaced. To find your unbreakable reason, ask, if I had 1 year left, what would I regret? Not becoming, not what you haven't achieved, but who you haven't become. What growth would you mourn, not committing to? Your reason must move you when you think of it. It must matter so much that giving up feels like betraying everything you hold dear. Write it down. Make it specific, personal, so powerful that reading it months later stirs your soul and reignites your fire. When you're exhausted, that reason will fuel you. When you're scared, it will make you brave. When tempted to quit, it will remind you that surrender betrays your values. The Stoics knew nothing. Great is built without a great reason. Your reason will carry you through any storm. The Stoics understood that no great achievement comes without a deeper purpose. Your skills may falter, motivation may fade, circumstances may test you, but a reason that touches your soul will see you through any tempest. Don't just want to be unbreakable, need to be for something greater than yourself. You've got 8 methods to shift from merely surviving pressure to thriving because of it. But knowing isn't enough. Reading isn't enough. Understanding isn't enough. The only thing that matters is what you do with this. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Don't waste time debating what a good man should be. Be one." The same applies to becoming unbreakable. Don't just think about it, act. Your transformation doesn't start tomorrow or wait for perfect conditions. It starts now. With the pressure you're facing, those challenges aren't happening to you, they're happening for you. Your forge, your classroom. The man who started this video can be different from the one who finishes it, but only if you choose to make him different. Start with one method. Master it. Then add another. Build your unbreakable character choice by choice. Challenge by challenge. Victory by victory. If these ideas hit home, like this video, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Subscribe, because your journey to becoming unbreakable is just beginning. The world needs more men who don't buckle under pressure. Men like you. Now prove who you are. Leave this final affirmation in the comments. I am unbreakable, and my journey to strength starts now.